Hi, everybody, and you're very welcome back to season 6, actually, episode 1 of our Keep It Simple series, all about property. And I just want to really touch again on apartment sales. I get so many questions from potential buyers around sales of apartments, really what it entails, So, just very briefly, basically, when we purchase a house in Ireland, it's usually freehold, where you're buying both the property and the land it stands on. So, as the owner, it gives you full ownership, and you are responsible then, really. You have full responsibility for all the decisions relating to that property. So, in contrast, when you're buying an apartment in Ireland, basically you're buying a leasehold property, and usually the lease is for about 999 years. So, I suppose this is a long leasehold, and it's really, I suppose, it's equivalent to outright ownership. So, it's not going to expire during your lifetime or during your descendants' lifetime, let's say. But usually, the lenders as well will require about 70, 80 years on that leasehold mortgage before they will actually issue a mortgage. So basically, it's when you buy the apartment or not, you're not only buying the right to occupy, but you're also buying a share in the owner management company. So just remember that. The owner management company will manage the building and the common areas. As a shareholder, you're entitled to a vote at the annual general meeting at the AGM. And then you've got the board of directors, obviously, which would be, again, they would look after the higher level decisions, if you like, for the development, and they're make sure that they comply with the MUD Act, the Multi-Unit Development Act, the 2011, the Companies Act as well, obviously, 2014. But the directors are usually volunteers, and they're voted in by the rest of the apartment owners. So then when you vote at the AGM, you cover issues such as your service charges or repairs, or there's any issues that are forthcoming issues related to the whole development, structural issues, let's say. And decisions then really, they've all got to be made collectively. Everybody has got to be involved in the decision making, and it basically really in the upkeep of the development. So we've seen most significant defects or issues, apartment issues arising in Ireland since the Celtic Tiger era. We've had so many construction defects, really. Oh God, in the last years we've seen now mica, pyrite causing such severe structural damage. Thankfully, and the stress, financial stress as well, thankfully the government is completely funding the restoration of these properties. And I think also there could be the owners could be exempt from LPT, and the government also introduced a concrete levy to try and actually make the construction industry really contribute towards the cost. But an estate agent with current apartment sales, we are seeing fire safety defects, and we're also seeing water ingress leakage issues where water will have penetrated through roofs, walls, balconies over the years. And again, the government has committed to 100% fully funding these defects, fire safety and the water leakage issues, water ingress, thankfully. But we're now seeing a lot of these defects, thankfully at last, are now being resolved. So obviously a lender will not issue a mortgage unless these issues are cleared, but we are seeing them now. So bit by bit we're getting there. So it's just a point to note. So remember that when you are buying an apartment, as an apartment owner in Ireland, you have a say in how it's actually run, and make sure to use your vote to contribute because basically you're contributing towards the upkeep of the development. I hope that was useful. Thanks for listening.